Global happenings today. We communicate, we analyze global news. Stay tuned.
Hello, great people. Welcome back to Global Happenings. Today, we are so excited to have you again. Fairly recently, let's say yesterday, Sunday, Adeyemo, aka Sunday Igboho, was released from the prison in Benin Republic, though he has not been allowed to exit Benin. But for now, he has been released and he's walking down the street as a free man. That has raised a lot of concern about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu because these two guys are freedom fighters. They call them prisoner of conscience, and you wouldn't be wrong. Right now, the Ndigbos are also trouble because they were arrested almost the same time. I think that of Nnamdi Kanu happened. It wasn't up to 1 month. That of Ndigbo also happened. So right now, Johannes and Ndigbo have sent a strong message to President Muhammadu Buhari over the issue of release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. We're going to be looking at these in a jiffy. But before we do that, if you've not subscribed to our channel, please do well to hit on the red subscribe button and also the bell icon that you can get notification anytime we publish our videos. Alright, let's look at the news in detail. Igbo cultural group, the Johannes Ndigbo, has again appealed to President Muhammadu Buhari-led government to consider releasing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. There had been reports that the embattled leader of the indigenous people of Biafra is currently being tried by the incumbent government on a series of allegations. Concerned Igbo leaders and stakeholders have made several attempts to secure the freedom of the Biafra agitator, but all have fallen to naught. However, following the release of Yoruba Nation agitator Sunday Adeyemo, aka Sunday Igboho, on Monday, Ohaneze called on the Buhari government to do the part of the Benin Republic by releasing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Ohaneze Ndigbo Youth Council Worldwide (OYC), in a statement released today, said it was now time for the Nigerian government to hit its call for Kanu's release. A statement by the President General of OYC, Mazi Okunnabuike, charged the Nigerian government to ease the tension in the southern part of the country by releasing the agitator. According to Nabuike, the continuous attention of the IPOB leader was not in anyone's interest. I'll take that again. Say, according to Nabuike, the continuous detention of the IPOB leader was not in anyone's interest. He urged President Buhari to play the role of a father by freeing the agitator from detention. According to him, and I quote his word, he said, "We have said it time without number that the incarceration of Kanu was adding to the insecurity headache plaguing the nation, and the only way out was a political solution. The current unrest in the southeast should be a source of concern to everyone, and the solution lies largely in the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. It is therefore necessary at this point that the government releases him and enter a negotiation table with the Igbo youths who feel marginalized and sidelined in the scheme of things." He urged Igbo leaders to continue and interface with the government for Kanu's release as quickly as possible. According to him, he said, "We appreciate the effort of the Igbo leaders, especially members of the National Assembly. We urge them not to relent until Kanu is granted A of freedom." Those were the words coming from the Ohaneze Youth Council. And I know that at the point like this, everyone will show this concern. You know that this guy is actually from the southeast, and it was like a balance equation for many people. This guy is in prison, as the son that Emo is in prison, and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is also in prison. So everyone was like, "Man, it's cool, man. Both of them are there. Let's see how who will first come out." And lo and behold, Sunday Adeyemo, whom Nigerians didn't even see any move towards possible release from prison. He's now out, a free man, walking down the street of Benin, though they don't allow him, to come down to Nigeria, but at least he's walking down the street of Benin as a free man, no handcuffs in his leg, no handcuffs in his hands, no handcuffs anyway. He can drink water and the water will rest in his stomach. But Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, it's not like that for him. The question is, why is the president not thinking towards that direction? Is it coming from advisors who are constantly telling him, if you do it, this is what will befall the nation and all of that? Because this whole issue of his possible release has caused a lot of headache, and people have been capitalizing on it, to carry out all their nefarious acts. This is why the fact that the government have, been talking about it. That's the issue of using the name IPOB, to perpetrate crime, but yet it is escalating, entering levels that is least expected. And right now, it is high time for something drastic to be done towards the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Just like OYC has said, it will go an extra mile in curing some of the negative events that have prevailed in the southeast. Let's look at what Nigerians have to say, because this issue is quite a sensitive one. I pray that it might not, at the end of the day, attract any form of protest or any form of violent move which may, deteriorate or possibly abort the peace that Nigerians are currently enjoying. Someone here says Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will soon be released. With the case of this man here as the president, he will one day consider Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Another person here says issues of this kind is not a case of writing letter and putting it on the media. It's a case of constantly going down there to visit the man and letting him understand the situation of things in the southeast as a result of holding back Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And another person here says all of this is not the concern of the president. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will be roasting there for as long as possible. His prayer should be that the whole system should fast track so that they can release him at the end of this tenure. Another person here says the situation of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is overly pathetic. He didn't do anything, just like Sunday Adeyemo, aka Sunday Igboho. All of a sudden, why is all these issues coming up? Another person here says issues of this kind requires the involvement of the elders. I want to thank those who have worked tirelessly towards its release, but more needs to be done, not by threatening the president, but by going the legal way to ensure that he will secure his release before the end of this year. A lot of people are talking here, but then I like to leave it. They go to our conversation. Let's